How y'all doing today, man? We're going to talk about The Way Forward, you know what I'm saying, by Yung Pueblo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And I'm going to try different because I know we've been on the computer. I'm going to try my phone. I'm going to see how we can vibe with it. I was thinking maybe like this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boy, we're going to be talking, you know what I'm saying? So, look. Let's get into it. Let's get the vibes. Let's get into it. I want you to know that I love people, and I want to say, whatever you're going through, whatever you're going to get through it. I believe that a lot of things that we're going through, we're going to figure out. We just got to do the work. We got to be consistent. We got to be persistent. We got to be constant. We got to be understanding. We got to believe in ourselves, believe self-love. There's a lot of things to go on, but let me get back to the work. Let me get back to the book. Mature is realizing that half of what you want to say does not need to be said. Being able to see the difference between ego reaction and helpful points that could uplift harmony and reaffirm your values makes a real difference. Speak your truth does not mean speak your ego. So, as we go on this point, most of the time, not most of the time, like I said, half of the time, there's going to be points, people in your family, your friends, everyone, whoever the case may be, they're going to try to, like, let's say, they're going to say some mean things, they're going to say some disrespectful things, whatever the case may be, they're going to say things just because that's how they feel and that's how they're going to do. They're not going to say it in a way where you want it to be, respectful to be, okay, like I can understand your perspective. They're going to say it in their way, and they're not going to understand that it could turn out to be rude, it could be mean, it could be messed up. So I want you to come out and understand, like, yo, I'm not going to let this affect me, and if it affects me, then it's going to be a problem, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be like that. There's going to be days you're not going to be in a good mood. There's going to be days you're going to be in a great mood. And it could really mess up, disrupt a lot of things in your life, especially your emotions. All you control is your emotions, your actions, and your thoughts. Nothing else. Anything else, it's not you, You control your actions, your thoughts, your, how you feel about certain things. So when someone comes in your life and says something rude and you don't know them, don't look at it as a way. That's just how they say it. Maybe that's how they were raised. Don't assume things, man. Don't take it like, oh, I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to do this and that. Like, that's one of the things, like, to understand, like, you don't need to do that way, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to do this, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to do that, you need to understand, like, maybe you're looking at it in a different way and maybe a different perspective than you need to be, you know what I'm saying? People are like, oh no, I need to do this, that. No, you don't. You're tripping, gang. You're tripping. You're tripping about this. It's so easy to, like, assume you need to say something all the time. No, you don't. I shut my butt off when it's time to shut off my butt. You know what I'm saying? It's time to, okay, I need to do this and that. I need to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. I gotta move real quick. That's Ed. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to bug me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. Move this real quick. Move real quick. You know what I'm saying? Your boy trying to focus, and there's an ant. You know what I'm saying? There's an ant hill, so I'm gonna be in and out, but I'm gonna have to do another part. But when I'm trying to get to the point, don't let no one get you mad. Don't let no one get you upset. Don't let no one ruin your happiness. Don't let no one make you feel some type of way you need to feel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like, bro, you're tripping, gang. Sometimes you're really tripping. Like, for real, for real. Like, the whole time, it might just be your ego it might be the ego trying to get you to do something that you think is right, but it's really not. So before you do anything, think before you do. Think before you do, and make sure it is what you're trying to say out of your heart and not your ego trying to say something that's really rude. So, like, let's get to the next point. Life will distract you, pull your senses in different directions, but within there's a clear compass that points relentlessly toward freedom you've been seeking. Not the unfulfilling freedom as necessity or of being without responsibility, but a true freedom that comes from knowing your mind and body so thoroughly that wisdom reveals itself to you. Embrace the signs. Don't fight what arise. Accept the waves of change. Let insight unlock the truth after truth until you finally experience the undeniable liberation. So what it's trying to say that Life is gonna get you. Life. There's gonna be times where life is gonna come get you test. You know, people are not. Friends are gonna get you. You know, your relationship's gonna get tested. Yourself gonna get tested. There's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna get you. It's gonna attack you, and you're gonna be in different directions. You're gonna be in different ways, but you have to know your clear way through all of it. The freedom that you've been wanting. You know, the things that you've been always wanting as a little kid, the things that you want when you got older. You know, you're gonna be like, yo, game. I want that. We're not talking about the one with responsibility. You know, we're talking about the one that your mind and body connects and know the freedom that it's gonna give you wisdom. It's gonna give you, the advice that you need in your own life. And what the other things are saying, embrace the silence. Sometimes just chill, being silent. Be like Kawhi. If you know basketball, Be like Nick Chubb. A football player who's was a former Cleveland Brown. Now he's a Texan player. Accept things that's gonna change. Accept when you have to change your ways. And sometimes accept them things gonna have to be different. And then let insight unlike truth after truth, meaning like let things that happen after truth after truth, let it be and let it make you better. Changes in the insight. And then when you finally experience undeniable liberation, meaning when you finally experience the freedom that you've been seeking, like if you know anime, Eren Yeager, he did everything. He sacrificed the world for his friends so they gained that freedom, even though it was wrong and stuff. He wanted them to have that freedom, and that freedom that he always wanted. He knew that he had to kill himself and had to be a villain so people could get that freedom. Even what's his name, Code Geass, if you know, my boy had to do it so his family and everyone could get the freedom they wanted. So understand that. And the last thing, 9 things that hold great power: rest, kindness, meditation, being vulnerable, healing yourself, being honest with others, embracing long life growth, fostering deep connections, and giving without wanting in return. Bro, rest is your best medicine when you're sick, when you're not feeling well and all that. Kindness is great when kindness is needed because, you never know, being kind to others and what they're going through could help out in their lives, make their days better, make them feel, they matter in this world, Meditation can help just to get your own thoughts and to reconnect your own energy. Healing yourself, man, going to therapy, under clearing bad habits of yourself, and doing a lot can really help yourself. Being honest with yourself, be honest with others. When you're honest with others and how you feel about certain things, like there's times in my life where I had to go talk to certain people that we had bad relationships, or it felt like you don't like me or something. I had it. Maybe it might have been a long talk, a few hours and stuff. We had that talk to really know what was going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Embracing long life growth. I'm telling you this. Basketball players, NFL players, a lot of players, even I see athletes, anyone, stars, whatever the case may be, always go for growth over everything. And my friends, I'm not gonna say some names, but I asked them, hey, what do you want? What is your dreams? What do you want? And I didn't get answers. They didn't know. And it's fine not knowing. Not knowing is the answer. The problem is not even that. The problem is just you know what I'm saying, not going for not trying to evolve, not trying to how Pokemon, you know what I'm saying, or Digimon, they evolve based off experience and things they went through their life, not wanting to do anything and just staying the same. Doesn't do anything, man. It doesn't help you empower. Fostering deep connections, man, there's a lot of people that I'm trying to call back into contact, but those certain deep connections, bro, we locked in like this. Some I need to get locked in because it's bro, even when I'm far enough, I want to still have this connection because you can help in my life and I can help in your life. I might be the brightness that can make your day better. I could be something that the laughter that you need, because whatever you're going through could be rough, and that's why I need you to really try to stay connected with deep connections, or try to figure out which connections you want to evolve and bond more deeper. Giving without wanting and returning. When I'm telling you that I have gave people gifts and stuff without wanting something back, it's because I didn't do it because you're my friend. I did it because I wanted to give you a gift. I wanted to give you something because I appreciate you and stuff, and that's how much I mean. Like, it'd probably be the only gift I might give you for a minute until, my life gets better and I keep getting better with money and stuff, and, understand how to invest, understand how to budget and everything. When it gets better, then I might be able to, your boy might get that moolah, you know what I'm saying? Your boy might get better. So, these 9 things, can change your life, but also help you hold so much power. And I'm going to say it one more time so you get it. Rest, kindness, meditation, being vulnerable, healing yourself, being honest with others, embracing long life growth, fostering deep connections, and giving without wanting in return. I'd rather be a giver than a taker, because you could give people so much things, energy, your time, and it could make their lives better, but it could also come back in better ways and help you out. Giving is better than wanting, bro. Sometimes I've been wanting things, but I used to be a wanter and take people. Now I'm like, I'd rather give people, bless people. That's why this channel was made, because I want to give y'all books that I read or books that I want to go over and talk to you how much important it could be in your own life. So look, these videos are going to be a little cut short. I know on the computer is better, but if I like how this is and how the quality is, I might start doing it on my phone. But I want to say, hey, have a wonderful day. Appreciate yourself and love yourself, and keep trying to get better every day, man. Get books like The Way Forward by Yung Pueblo and try to get better every day, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm out. Adios, man.